Congratulations, you got what you wanted. You made him quit music. Nice.
Tonto.
Let's find out why nobody likes Jace.
If you grew up somewhere in the South, or just really if you went to a public school with trash teachers and bathrooms with no doors on the stalls, then you know what I'm talking about when I say there are certain kids that you will encounter throughout your time in school. You have these special kids who are very obsessed with colorful things like Five Nights at Freddy's or Minecraft or anime that probably really low-key shouldn't be around other kids if, you know, we're just being real. And you probably just end up avoiding them at all costs. You have teachers that for no reason at all make it their life's mission to make every student in their class have as miserable as a time at school as possible. And then you have that one kid that's always getting in the fights, at any point in time just completely loses it in class, starts throwing desks, cussing out the teacher. It just seems like no matter what, they're always angry at everyone and everything. And it seems like one of those kids grew up to be Rat Kid himself, Jace. If we had a graph of all the underground beefs within the past 2 to 3 years, Jace would probably take up 70% of that chart. I'm not gonna act like Jace is being...
You know he's literally talking about autism, right? He's talking about autism.
Absolutely horrible for no reason. A lot of the times people just like diss or sneak diss him just because I guess they think it's fun, or because they just want to start stuff and they know they'll get a reaction out of him. It seems very obvious to me that Jace is trying to compensate for the snitching thing, because his identity really depends on the whole hard body act and looking real in front of everyone else. The snitching thing would be a huge kind of, you know, contradiction in that character. Me personally, and for the majority of fans watching this video, we do not care, bro. It's like a very vocal subsection of people who for some reason care about stuff that happens in neighborhoods that they will never ever go to or have anything to do with, and they think it's a game every time someone in these neighborhoods gets hurt or something bad happens to the community. You have entire channels that document violence in these communities and profit off of it by presenting it as like this cool taboo thing. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, but DJ Academic's entire career used to be this series where he would document all of the people getting hurt and passing away in Chicago, and he would make like little jokes about real people getting ended, like literally doing Spider-Man quips over these types of videos. And while most fans, me included, really do not care at all,
That shit was
some of these
great.
rappers have gone out of their way to call Jace a rat and say they would never work with him. And it's like, okay, bro, we really weren't caring about a Slime Cedo and Jace collab. So I understand why Jace feels attacked on all fronts and pressured by all these different factors and people, but at a certain point, it just becomes inexcusable. For example, Xavier So Bass, who music-wise has transcended into a new plane of garbage. Like, this is the music they play to get venom off you. But person-wise, he's a pretty cool and friendly kid, and Jace randomly lashed out at him and started attacking him for his lifestyle. He's not one of us, if you catch what I mean. He didn't attack him because he actually dissed him in a song or said something mean about him. He lashed out because he complimented someone else who did diss Jace, which is a crazy mindset to have, because at that point, you can start lashing out at people for any reason, even people who never even directly said or did anything wrong to you. And like, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's really loser behavior to start attacking someone because of their identity and who they choose to be with. The sad part is Jace knows this is a problem. Like, he goes into full detail about his anger issues in this video, and it just seems like he knows that what he's doing is useless in the long run and just damages his reputation, but he honestly just has a hard time stopping. And if you want me to be honest, I know I'm about to offend a lot of y'all. I sympathize with Jace a lot more than Isaiah teaches. Honestly, I feel like Isaiah does and has done way worse and more annoying things than anyone else in the underground, but he gets away with it because he claims he has some sort of disorder. Regardless of if that's true or not, I don't know, I'm not a doctor. In both cases though, and I really need y'all to understand this, mental health is not an excuse to be a bad person. It explains why you do things, but it never justifies them. At some point, while Jace might still have fans, it seems like he'll just keep blackballing himself from the industry, honestly, until no one will work with him or book him just because they don't want to deal with his behavior, which is not something I...
What y'all think? What y'all think? Does Jace deserve to be as ostracized as he is? I mean, look how he's responding being, like essentially blackballed. Look how he's responding. I don't know. I don't have any opinions, but look how he's responding. I don't know. What do you think? You think Jace is deserves the hate he's getting, or is he becoming overhated?